Okay guys, for the first part of the video, I'm going to be showing you a fun little experiment explaining diffusion. But first, let's start off with what diffusion is. Diffusion is when molecules move from a region of high concentration to a region of low concentration. Unlike osmosis, diffusion does not have a semi-permeable membrane. And in this experiment, our molecules are going to be the dye from the Skittles. So we know that the diffusion begins when the water reaches the Skittles and the dye, or molecules, begin to run off of the Skittles into the center of the bowl. The diffusion is complete when the dye reaches the center of the bowl, because all of the contents in the bowl have reached an equal concentration. As we can see now, the diffusion has begun since all of the dye is beginning to come off of the Skittles and reach towards the center of the bowl. Diffusion is a form of passive transport, which means that it doesn't require ATP or energy for it to take place. That is demonstrated in this experiment, as you can see that once the water reached the Skittles, immediately the dye began to run off of the Skittles. It didn't require any extra energy. As you can see, all of the dye has reached the center of the bowl, and all of the contents have reached an equilibrium, and the diffusion is complete. And now you have a fun snack to eat afterwards.
Hey y'all, for this part of the video I'm going to be talking about osmosis. And osmosis is the movement of water across a semi-permeable membrane from an area of high concentration to an area of low concentration. And for an example, I'm going to do the colored flower experiment. And so the things that I will need for the experiment is I have a cup of water, and I have 4 vases, and I have 4 bottles of food coloring. I'm using the colors blue, yellow, red, and green. And I also have some white roses. How it works. The purpose of the food coloring is to visually show how water travels through the stem, which is your selectively permeable membrane, from the bottom of the flower, where there is a higher concentration of water, to the top of the flower, where there is a lower concentration of water, giving you a glance at how osmosis works in plants.